What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. Fathers we don't talk about. Since I was talking about the crack era, let me double down and say something. Using the show's Power, which is but follow me, Snowfall, and BMF. The fathers we don't talk about is the fathers that don't want their children to be criminals. If you notice, Snowfall is a father who was in the Black Panthers who got hooked on drugs because he did something that he couldn't forgive himself for, or fine. But when he found out his son was dealing drugs, he tried to use the drug money to do something positive for the community. But then he was like, look, I can't have this. We getting out of the game. Father and son get into it. Father and mother try to get away. Father gets killed. Mother goes back to the dope game. Son stays in the dope game. But people don't want to say, you know what? Maybe dad was right. BMF. Father was a man, hardworking guy working at the plant, basically. Kids wanted more than what the family could provide at the time and got into the streets. Father wasn't feeling it. So the kids getting into it. Mother was cool with it because she was getting broken off and benefits from it. And she was playing naive to it or whatever. Dad already saw like, no, man, y'all criminals. I'm not having this. You know what I'm saying? He saw the bodies and the carnage piling up and he's looking at his kids like, really? Really? Power. Ghost is in the game. Wants to get out the game. Wife wants to stay in the game. Best friend wants to stay in the game. Son winds up finding out dad's in the game and son wants to be in the game. Dad's like, look, we got to get up out of this. I don't want you doing this. Son subsequently gets, sister killed, kills dad, mom locked up, numerous people killed, and he's just still walking around like it's fun. Mom's in witness protection, about to get herself killed, killed her best friend, that type of stuff. Best friend just said, look, I'm going to another state, man, I'm done. Let me start over with destroying lives in another place. And the reason why I use that as a reference is because you got three different types of fathers. You get what I'm saying? Straight lace to gray area to complete 180, but in hypocrisy. But they all got something in common. I don't want my kids involved in this type of stuff. And when we bring up that era, that crack era, we don't like to talk about all these people who feel abandoned and feel like, they was by themselves. We don't want to talk about all the garbage men and postal workers and veterans and tradesmen and truck drivers who were working so their kids didn't have to do all that stuff. And the family went down that road anyway. And the issue was, since you went down that road, the issue was, Dad, you lame. You don't have the money like the dope boy. Look at the clothes you wearing. Look at your shoes. I don't want to be like you because you always going to work. I want to kick it. Mom want to be around people who could just get money fast and kick it. And see, when the get money fast dies and guys get locked up and killed, and and now the family goes into the toilet because of this type of stuff, and then you looking for blue collar tradesman dad or white collar dad that was like, how could you leave us in this situation? We don't talk about the fathers. They didn't leave you in that situation. You chose that situation. And some of y'all chose that situation for your child or kids. And then when it didn't work out, you pointed the finger and blamed the person who don't live like that. There's a lot of black fathers who didn't live like that. So you want to know how a lot of us kids were raised up in the hood like that? It's because, we keep talking about moms choosing street dudes and dope boys. That it was at the expense of the children. Okay? Yeah, she lived in that neighborhood and she felt like she was comfortable because she was messing with this guy or that guy. That's how some of these beefs started with these street cats. You smashing my girl? Oh, it's like that? You rocking with this? Okay, I got to kill you. So, a lot of these ladies moving from one place to another, as far as cities and states, they went to be with their type of guy. Dad wasn't that. But we don't like bringing that up. You know, we like to bring up the guy who was hooked on drugs or the guy who was in the streets as the bad guy, but we don't bring up the choices. See, you as a kid, you liked all the little gifts. You knew they was dealing drugs. You liked the clothes, and some of y'all would have shoes, and some of y'all in the jewelry, and you got to walk around. You know who my da is. You know who da is, and my family da. You better not do nothing to me, because you know who my people is. Y'all would play that game, and when your dad come around, see, that's what the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was. Uncle Phil was the guy you run to when it all falls down. That's what Family Matters was. Carl Winslow was the guy that you run to when it all falls down. That's what In the House was. LL Cool J's character was who you run to when it all falls down. That's what Parenthood was. Robert Townsend's character was the man you run to when it all falls down. That's what The Cosby Show was. You know, you go to Heathcliff Huxtable's house when it all falls down. Over and over and over again. Those were the depictions. And we constantly overlooked that. But I just wanted y'all to know, it's right in front of your face, but because it's black men, y'all just don't process common sense information. Y'all just constantly look past that. But I'm done. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.